Okay, so in this video we're going to be looking at ratios and rates and the unitary method. But before we do that, I thought it's best if we have a look at some recap questions. So 28% of an amount is $49. What is the full amount? So we say 28% is equal to $49. In order for us to work out any amount, we always want to find 1% first, because that makes it nice and easy. So to get 1%, we need to do 28% divided by 28. So we need to do the same thing with that 49. And 49 divided by 28 is equal to $1.75. The question asks, what is the full amount? The percentage that is associated with full amount is always 100%. So now we can take that 1 and we can times it by 100, which is $175. That's our final answer. So we always want to get 1%. In order to do that, we need to divide by whatever is above it. And then whatever answer we want to get, whatever percentage we want, we need to times by whatever we want to get. So because we want 100%, we times by 100. If we want 50%, we times by 50. If we want 27%, we times by 27. Alright, so 36% of an amount, 36% is equal to $46.80. What is 53% of an amount? So we want 1%. So we need to divide by this number, 36. And then we want 53% according to question. So we need to times by 53. So the first thing we're going to do is divide by 36. And then we're going to times it by 53. So if I take my $46.80 and I divide it by 36, I get $1.30. If I now times that by 53, I get $68.90. That's my final answer. Okay, pause the video, have a go with question 3. And when you're ready to check your answer, continue playing the video. Okay, we've got 119% is equal to 245.14 kilograms. We want 1%, and then we can work out the full amount, which is 100%. So that means we are going to divide by 119, because that's the number that we started with. Then we're going to times it by 100, because that's the number we want. So I'm going to divide by 119, and then I'm going to times it by 100. So 245.14 divided by 119 is 2.06 kilograms. We're going to times that by 100, which is 206 kilograms. That's our final answer. Okay, so we've learned how to do this already, so this should make it a lot easier for us when it comes to ratios and rates and the unitary method. Now the unitary method has the word unit in it, which means 1. We always want to find 1%. Now in an exam, if a question asks you to use the unitary method, then find 1% first, or find 1 unit. Okay, it might not always be percent. So for example, here in question 1, we've got 8 basketballs cost $200. So we can have 8 basketballs equals $200. So we want to find 1 basketball. And then we can work out the cost of 11. So we have 8. We need to divide by the top number. And then we need to times by the bottom number. So I'm going to divide by 8, and then I'm going to times by 11. 200 divided by 8 is $25. $25 times 11 is 275. And that's my final answer. Okay, I'm going to do one more with you, and then I'm going to show you a shortcut which allows you to even skip finding one quantity or 1%, 1 unit, that will let you get the answer straight away. So I'm going to do the unitary method one more time. We've got 4 bats is $316. We always want to find out 1 first, and then we can find out 13. So we need to divide by the top number, times by the bottom number. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side, divide by 4, times by 13. Take my 316, divided by 4, that's $79 for 1 cricket bat. And then I'm going to times it by 13, so 13 bats cost $1,027. Okay. I might get you to just pause the video, have a go with question 3 using the unitary method, and then for all other questions I'm going to show you a shortcut method. Okay, question 3, we've got 5 kilograms for $7.50. We want to find 1 kilogram, and then we can find out what 7.5 kilograms cost. So I'm going to divide by the top number, and then I'm going to times by the bottom number. So I'm going to take my $7.50, I'm going to divide it by 5, and then I'm going to times it by 7.5. 7.5 divided by 5 is $1.50. And I'm going to times that by 7.5, $11.25. So 7.5 kilograms of watermelon costs $11.25. Okay. I will now show you my shortcut method. It allows you to skip the one step of finding 1 unit. So I'm still going to write 140 kilometers is equal to 2 hours according to this question. Where am I going to write my 3.5 hours? I'm going to write it underneath whichever one has the same unit. 3.5 hours. And so if I want to work out this answer, I need to take my bottom number, divide by what's above it, and then times by the number that's across. And that'll give me my answer. So, I take my 3.5, the bottom number, divide by the number that's above it, and times by the number that's across. So the answer is 245 kilometers, because it needs to be the same unit as what's above it. And that's my final answer. Okay, I'll do another one for you. We've got 1,000 liters of water. I'll leak out a tank in 8 hours. How many liters will the tank leak in 2.5 hours? So I'm going to take my bottom number, 2.5. I'm going to divide by the number that's above it, which is 8. And I'm going to times it by 1,000, the number that's across it. So my S is 312.5. And the units is liters, because that's what this unit is. Okay, so 312.5 liters will be leaked out in 2.5 hours. One more. 3 kilograms of fish. for $51. How much will 8.2 kilograms cost? 8.2 kilograms, I need to put that underneath the kilograms. Okay, make sure they're underneath the same unit. Take the bottom number, 8.2, divide by what's above it, the 3, times by what's across, 51. $139.40. Okay. I hope those 3 examples is enough for you to have a go with question 7, and we'll just call this on question 8. Have a go with questions 7 and 8. If you want to use the unitary method or the shortcut method, it's up to you, I don't mind. But when I go through the answers, I'll be using the shortcut method. Okay, so we've got 3 kilograms, costs $51. How many kilograms of fish can you buy for $15.75? Now notice how I wrote my $15.75 underneath the 51, because they are both dollars. They need to be in the same units. So I'm going to take my bottom number, divide by what's above it, times by what's across, and we'll just round this to 2 decimal places, 0.93, about 0.93 kilograms. Okay, question 8. 105 kilometers in 7 trips. How far would she travel in 11 trips? Bottom number divided by what's above it, times by what's across, 165. Okay. Pause the video, have a go with this one. Okay, so we've got apples to oranges is 3 to 5. Is there 18 apples? So I need to write the 18 underneath the 3 because that's where the apples are. How many oranges are there? Bottom number divided by top times by what's across, 30. 30 oranges. Okay, just be careful what the question asks. The question could ask how many pieces of fruit are there altogether, or then we can work out, well, there are 30 oranges, therefore 18 apples plus 30 oranges has to be 48 pieces of fruit. Okay, pause the video, have a go with the next question. Okay, 4 liters, 36 kilometers. How far will it travel if it uses 70 liters of petrol? Bottom number divided by top times by across, 630 kilometers. Okay. Let me go through this one with you. Melissa works at the local supermarket and earns $57.60 for a 4-hour shift. How much does she earn in cents per minute? So this is $57.60 for 4 hours. Let's convert that into dollars per hour. So from our lesson from our last lesson on our introduction to rates, we simplified this by doing 57.6, the top number, divided by the bottom, which is $14.40 per hour. Now, if we want to convert that into cents per minute, as the question says, we need to convert the $14.40 into cents and the hours into minutes. So $14.40 is the same as 1,440 cents, because there are 100 cents in a dollar, so we times it by 100. How many minutes are there in 1 hour? There are 60 minutes. And now we can do the same thing again. 1440 divided by 60 is 24. So we've got 24 cents per minute. Right, let's have a look at question 5a. Solve the following ratio problems. The required staff to student ratio for an excursion is 2 to 15. So I'm going to write here staff to student is 2 to 15. If 10 teachers attend the excursion, what is the maximum number of students who can attend? So where am I going to write this 10? I need to write it underneath the 2 because teachers are staff. So if I want to work out how many students there are, I'm just going to take my bottom number divided by the top times by what's across is 75. 75 is the maximum number of students who can attend. Question B. The ratio of commercials to actual show time for a particular TV channel is 2 to 3. How many minutes of actual show were there in 1 hour? Pause the video, have a go with this one. Okay, so we've got commercials to show is 2 to 3. How many minutes of actual show were there in 1 hour? So from a previous lesson of rates, we looked at how to divide a quantity by a given ratio. We can see here that the ratio is 2 to 3, which means that there are 5 parts. Now 5 parts is equal to 1 hour, or we can say 60 minutes. So 1 part has to be equal to 60 divided by 5, or 1 divided by 5 times 60, which is 12 minutes. So if we were to split this up, we just need to multiply each of these parts by 12. That means 2 times 12 is 24, 3 times 12 is 36. So how many minutes of actual show? Therefore 36 minutes of actual show. A rectangle has length and breadth dimensions in a ratio of 3 to 1. What is, if a particular rectangle has a length of 21 meters, what is its breadth? Can I get you to pause the video and have a go at this one? Okay, we've got length to breadth is 3 to 1. If a particular rectangle has a length of 21 meters, what is its breadth? Bottom number divided by top times by what's across, it's 7. Okay. Question 6. Solve the following rate problems. A tap is dripping at a rate of 200 milliliters every 5 minutes. How much water drips in 13 minutes? And question B, a professional footballer scores an average of 3 goals every 6 games. How many goals is he likely to score in a full season of 22 games? Pause the video and have a go. Okay, 200 milliliters, 5 minutes. We want 13 minutes. So we'll take our 13 divided by 5 times by 200, 520. Three goals, 6 games, 22 games, 22 divided by 6 times by 3 is 11. Okay. Question C. A snail traveling at a constant speed travels 400 millimeters in 8 minutes. How far does it travel in 7 minutes? 7 divided by 8 times by 400, 350 millimeters. Okay, we've done questions similar to this for question 8. So I'll do A with you, and then I want you to have a go at B, C, and D. Okay, $15 per hour into cents per minute. So I'm going to convert this into cents. I'm going to convert 1 hour into minutes. So 1,500 divided by 60 is 25 cents per minute. Okay, pause the video. Have a go with B, C, and D. Okay, question B, we've got 144 times 100, 14,400 cents. 1 hour is 60 minutes. But this says how many seconds are there. So we need to times it by 60 again because there are 60 seconds in a minute. So we've got 14,400, and I'm going to divide it by whatever 60 times 60 is. 4. That's nice. 4 cents per second. Question C, 3.5 liters per minute into liters per hour. So we don't need to convert the 3.5 liters because it's already in liters. What we need to do is we need to convert minutes into hours. So we've got 3.5 liters per minute, or per 1 minute. If we want it into per hour, that's like saying 60 minutes. So if we want to work out this top number up here, how do we convert 1 minute into 60? We need to times it by 60. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. 3.5 times 60, which is 210 liters per 60 minutes, therefore 210 liters per hour. Last one, we've got 20 milliliters per 1 minute. Let's convert that into milliliters per 1 hour, or 60 minutes. So again, I'm going to times it by 60. So I'm going to times that by 60 as well, which is 1,200 milliliters. Now we can convert the milliliters into liters, which is 1.2 liters because there are 1,000 milliliters in a liter. So we divide that by 1,000 per hour because 60 minutes is 1 hour. Okay, and that's it for this video.